What it is, everybody? It's your boy Kountry Wayne, and you tune in to Rolling Out.
What is going on, everybody? Back again here for Rolling Out Star Studio. Your host Malik Brown. You know, when I say Star Studio, we got somebody that's making noise in the industry. And today, I am with no other. Look, man, he making everybody laugh nowadays. I'm with my guy, Kountry Wayne. Kountry Wayne, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's going on, brother? I'm here, man.
Hey, we glad you're here. We glad you're here. Nothing much to say, man. So thank you again for coming on, speaking with us, Kountry. Like I said, we always know, you love to make people laugh, but you got a book on the way. You got a book. Help is on the way. Tell us about this. Why now? Why did you want to make this book?
Because, I reached a point in my life where a lot of people have seen me come from the bottom on social media. So, people want to kind of get the backstory on my mentality and how I got here. So I just had to put that book out to let people know that, man, if I could do it, you can do it. It's that rags to riches story. We heard a lot of rag to riches stories. So I'm giving you my version of how I got here and what I went through to get here.
How was that transition? Of course, from comedian to, doing some author work. How was that transformation for you?
Well, it was a smooth operation, man, a smooth transition, because first of all, it's my real story. So just putting it in a form where people can read it and I also can hear it in my audio book. It's part of the same family. It's all in the business of my story, even my comedy, my story, but to give it into a raw form, not just comedy, man. That was the main thing.
When we hear help is on the way, of course, the first thing is, we're thinking of maybe somebody helping us with something, whether it's police or friends or whatever. For you, what was that help that got you to where you are today?
Oh man, it's God. First of all, I tell people Jesus is popping, but the help is always that voice in you that to get out of that situation or where you at. It's that voice. Listen to that voice and not the world. And I feel like everybody got that voice in them. You just got to be obedient to it. And we're going to do some things we're not supposed to do, but long as we do everything God tells us to do, we'll end up all right.
What was your favorite part about writing this book? Was it finding some things out about yourself that you maybe didn't know? Just reliving some of, how you came up? What was the best part about this book for you?
Best part for me was just getting it out there at one time to show people who I am and where I come from, instead of explaining it to each individual person. It's like to have something to point to, like, this who I am, this where I come from. So now you might understand me a little bit more. So that was that was the main part for sure.
Going into the comedian side, when I first heard about you, it was from Facebook. And it was my mom and my grandmother, and they were looking at your videos. And I was like, wow, they're actually laughing, because they don't really look at comedians like that. So I knew you were special when they were looking at you. How are you able to grow that foundation, that growing from Facebook? When you talk about social media, people are using on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. How are you able to grow your brand on Facebook?
Man, I just stayed original, stay who I am. I'm a Black man from the South, and I think a lot of people relate. So I never switched. I stayed Wayne. I think once you got to the top of one mountain, every mountain see you. So me focusing on Facebook, getting to the top of Facebook. So whether you're on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, about country, somebody. If you don't know about it, somebody who know about Kountry Wayne. So I just stayed organic, man, stayed true to who I was.
What is the importance of that, of being your authentic self, being you, especially when it comes in the entertainment industry?
That's important because if you don't be you and you mess around and get popular off a character, something that's not you, you have to be that for the rest of your life. So it takes a lot of stress and energy, but when you truly you, being you so easy that you get to enjoy the process more.
What are some key lessons, some key messages that we should know ahead of time when reading Help Is on the Way? What are some major points that you want to point out to some people reading this book?
Don't be so passionate about what you do. Be more passionate about who and what you do it for. That's one of the things. And stay up is one of my main lessons I put in there for people to understand. Man, stay up. So that way, in whatever situation you're in, you have leverage. You won't have that anxiety or that fear of it leaving. Stay up.
What do you think is the biggest misconception about comedians?
The biggest conception about comedians that we're all funny. You know, some of us are real serious. You know, you think comedians go around joking all the time. That's a clown. That's the difference between a clown and a comedian. Most comedians who really funny, really serious behind closed doors.
Who are some of the people that you may have gotten advice from when writing this book? Was it some comedians? Was it some authors that are out there who kind of helped you, kind of form this book?
Man, the lady Mim, Mim, who helped me was the co-writer of the book. She helped me understand the format of a book because she's written a lot of books. So she was a very important in the process of this, for sure.
And of course, the forward, Cedric the Entertainer, another prominent comedian in today's society. I mean, how was it, being able to have him, write your forward?
Oh, it was great, man. That was amazing. To have him a part of that was really a big part of it because I always looked up to him as a comedian, and to have him co-sign and stamp it like that, man, that meant everything to me.
So you got the book, you're doing stuff, social media, comedian, you're out there, got a Netflix special. What's next for Kountry Wayne? What else do you have brewing?
Man, I got these movies in my mind. I'm gonna keep doing these movies and partnering up with studios and just putting my vision out there in the world and producing these movies and being in these movies and just being a cornerstone to the business.
One comedian that you would love to work with in the future, who would that be?
One comedian I would love to work with, I got to say Kevin Hart for sure, because I think, in our time, he's reached the stratosphere of where comedians could go. And I think being in the movie with him, yeah, I think the culture and even outside of the culture that would be something special for sure.
And, seeing Kevin Hart, just like he started comedian going up, now he's doing movies and things like that. He's kind of doing everything. For you, I want to ask, what is the importance of Black actors in the industry now? What are the importance of seeing somebody that looks like you on the screen doing what you want to do?
That's important, man, because it gives people who watching your journey, who's sitting at home and not there yet, man, it gives them hope and gives them inspiration to keep going and keep grinding and to let them know it could be you one day.
If it was some 3 tips that you could give to upcoming comedians, what would those 3 tips be?
Be yourself. Do it for the right reason, and live.
That's simple. That's simple. Look, well, thank you so much, Kountry Wayne. Before we go, man, look, I just want to know, did you get Erica straight?
Oh yeah, she getting straight. Hey man, she getting straight. We're gonna get her right, man. She kind of lost right now, but we're gonna get her straight. That's for sure.
Man, look, thank you so much, Kountry Wayne, for coming on. Before you go, let the people know where they can find your book, where they can find you on social media. Anything you got coming up next, let the people know.
All right, man, it's countrywayne.com with a K. You go to get the Help Is on the Way book, man. It's all over Amazon. If you type it in, Kountry Wayne Help Is on the Way, it's gonna pop up. Social media handles, Kountry Wayne with a K. Hey man, Google me, I'm there.
Oh, y'all heard it here first, man. Thank you so much, Kountry Wayne, for coming on and speak with us, man. We appreciate you. Make sure you guys get Help Is on the Way. We need to see that in y'all's. Look, I need to ask another question. Where the perfect place to read Help Is on the Way? Where do we need to be reading this? In the crib? At a lot, where we need to be reading
it don't matter. At your job, because it's gonna make you think different at your job. At home, gonna make you different, rich in your relationship. On a flight, it's gonna make you think different. But Hey, wherever you at, make sure you get that.
For sure, man. Well, y'all heard it here first, man. Thank you again, Kountry Wayne. We appreciate you, and we are here supporting you here, rolling out, man.